and stretch over to the side. Fantastic. All right. This is the best part. Okay. Great. And shrug the shoulders out all the way up and around. All the way up and around.
Just feel the life hitting you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, are you ready for your workout?
Let's go.
I hope you are. We're going to start with push-ups. Angelique, you go ahead and start right there. And I'm going to get right down here on the ground. Angelique is doing a tricep type push-up, okay? Now, I'm going to be doing the little bit harder version. Angelique's up here, and she's working on her chest muscles. She's working on her arms, all right? Great. This is what she's doing. Look at this beautiful form she has. She's keeping her buns tight. She's keeping her abdomen tight, all right? She's working on these triceps right here. Look at that. She's doing a great job. And if she gets tired, you know what she's going to do? She's going to rest just like you're going to do if you get tired. You have to remember, if you can only do 1 or 2 or 3, you're a winner just for being able to do 1, 2, or 3. Look at that form she's got there. Working on those triceps right here. Good. And if she gets tired too, either she can rest or she can do little baby movements, smaller movements. Right, on your knees. There you go. Perfect, Angelique. And I'm going to go ahead and join you now.
Okay.
Great. I'm going to go right down on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and do them on the ground here. And I'm going to do a little bit more advanced version, just like this. And down, and up, and down, and up. So if you can't do this, don't worry about it. You bend your knees and you go down on your knees like this. Okay? Just like that. Or if that's too hard, then you do smaller movements, just like this. Okay? Very, very simple. Okay? Angelique, remember, if you get tired, remember to stretch those triceps out. I think I'm gonna. Great. And I'm gonna go back up to the little bit more difficult one. And press. And press. And press it up. Good. And I'm gonna go back down to my knees. And you can switch like I'm doing right now. I'm switching in the middle. Gets a little bit hard. Then I switch in the middle, and I do smaller ones on my knees. So I'm not using my whole body weight. Remember, you're not only working your triceps here, you're working your shoulders and your chest. And we're going to move on to the next exercise. Are you ready?
Let's
okay.
do it.
We're going to go ahead and do our standing plie squat with our bicep curls. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And squeeze. Okay, now Angelique. Do you love this? Don't you love working upper and lower?
I love
upper and
my
lower
glutes
together.
around.
Isn't that the best?
It gives you a break.
Now tell me this. Are you laughing at me right now? Look what I have in my hand. I have soup cans. And I always say that you don't need fancy gym equipment. All you have to use are anything you have in your home. It can be water bottles. It can be rubber bands. It can be soup cans. Hey, that kind of rhymed, didn't it?
Good.
All right, and look at what I'm doing. I'm doing upper and lower together. So I'm not only working my biceps, which is the upper part of the arm, okay? I'm working my inner thighs. I'm doing plie squats. As you can see, look at me. I'm going down pretty far. If you can't, I want you to do small ones, like this, nice and small, nice and small, just like that. And as you can hear, my respiration's going up because I'm talking to you. Can you talk to me right now? I'm asking you. Can you speak to me? And the reason why I'm asking is because I want to make sure you can speak back to me. If you can't talk to me right now, you're working too hard. I want you to march in place if you can't talk to me right now. Angelique, can you talk to me?
I'm barely being able to
I love it.
But I want to save my resting for the other exercises.
And remember, when you are doing both upper and lower together, you're doing... Okay. And you know what? I want you to know this. When you're doing... Keep going. Sorry, that's okay. When you're doing upper and lower together, what I want you to keep in mind is that you're burning more calories and more fat. And the reason why is because you're working all the body. Look at this form she has here. She's working her biceps up here. Her elbows are locked in her side. She's squeezing the muscle here. And she's also beautiful inner thigh squats right here. We call them plie squats. Okay, she's working her inner thighs. She's working her buns, everything. Look at this form. It's absolutely beautiful. And breathing. She has to breathe. That's fantastic, Angelique. I'm going to go ahead and join you again because I love these. Okay, we're going to do our next exercise now. And our next exercise is overhead tricep extensions. You know what? Thank God we have to do that right now because our legs are dying. Okay, are you ready? Arms up and behind the head and extend. And look at Angelique right now, too. She's doing one arm extensions. I'm going to do 2 arm extensions. All right? And I'm going to go ahead so you can see. And squeeze it up. We're working on the back of the arm right now. I'm going to move over slowly to Angelique so I can show you her form, because she always has great form. Look at this, great form of the muscle. She's working the tricep muscle here, all right? She's working the tricep right here from the elbow to the shoulder. That's the tricep muscle. 3 different muscles there. So if you think that the back of your arm is bigger than the front of your arm, it should be. You have more muscle there, okay? There's 3 there. There's only 2 in the front in the bicep. Tri meaning 3, bi meaning 2. Great. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side, Angelique. You have great form, Angelique.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And you're breathing at the same time.
Which is helping me feel better.
Are you gonna be psyched to eat that stroganoff later? That Nancy's cooking for us? Now look at this. We're getting a workout in. Well, Nancy's slaving in the kitchen.
Room.
I know, in our living room.
And sweating.
And sweating. And you know what? The greatest thing about it is we're getting our workout in while we're getting something else done at the same time. 20 minutes. It's not a lot to ask. I'm gonna keep joining you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep doing my tricep extensions. And look at the form I have too. Knees are bent, abdomen is tight. That's exactly what you want to see. I don't want locked knees. I want everything in alignment and working those triceps, pushing them up to the ceiling and squeezing them. No more bye-bye arms. Angelique, do you like bye-bye arms?
I don't like those. Ew.
Do you know what bye-bye arms are? Those arms that keep waving in the wind after you've stopped waving. We don't want those. We like nice, toned arms. Fantastic. Keep breathing with me. And it doesn't matter how many you do. If you get tired, what I want you to do is put these down. Okay, I want you to put them down on the ground and go ahead and stretch. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next exercise. We're gonna do a reverse curl and a reverse lunge at the same time. Now, reverse curl. I'm gonna actually have Angelique do it. I'm gonna show you this. Reverse curl, curl for the bicep. You're doing a shoulder raise, okay? We're gonna do those reverse curls, remember?
Right.
Yeah,
there
that's it.
Keeping the shoulders in.
Exactly, and squeeze it all the way up. It's for the bicep. Perfect. Now, again, we're working 2 body parts together. We're working the bicep, and we're working the hips, the thighs, and the butt at the same time. Angelique, that is great form. Watch out for your knee. I want you to watch out for your knee at home, too. I want you to make sure it stays directly over your foot. It never crosses the toe line.
And this is another great balancing one.
It is, exactly. It's great for balance as well. We talk about balance a lot because we want to know that that's a functional movement, everyday movement. When you get out of your car, when you get out of your bed, these are exercises that help you with that. Have you ever been stuck inside your tub and you couldn't get out of your tub?
Not yet.
This exercise will help you. Definitely. That's great, Angelique. Beautiful form, and I'm going to go ahead and join you now. And it's called a reverse curl, okay? I want you to know this. It's a reverse curl because you're not curling them this way. You're turning your hands over and you're curling them up this way. Okay? I'm doing a little bit more basic version of the lunge. A little bit helping. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and switch to the other leg and turn myself around. Great. Angelique, watch out for that knee.
I know. You gotta remember.
You know it. Good.
I gotta have to concentrate on my balance.
And squeeze them up. And squeeze them up. And squeeze. And squeeze. Good. When I say squeeze, you know what I want you to squeeze? I want you to squeeze your biceps right up here. And I want you to squeeze your buns at the same time. And keep breathing. Angelique, come join us. You're moving away from me too far.
I'm lunging away.
You're lunging away, exactly. Like melting away. I'm going to switch again. Remember, I am doing the basic version. Angelique is doing the more advanced version. Of course, I'll give her the harder version. You think I'm crazy or something?
I'm crazy.
That's great, Angelique. You're doing a great job. Good. Remember, if you're getting tired, I want you to just march in place, all right? We're going to an easy one now. We're going to go into the back of the arm for the triceps. Are you ready against the couch over there, Angelique? And I'm going to go ahead and show them your form. Good. Tricep kickback. Get ready. Let's go. Squeeze. Beautiful form. As you can see, look at this form here. Both her knees are bent. And what she's doing is working on her triceps. Everything is stabilized down the bottom. And this is where we're concentrating. I always talk about mind in the muscle. Put your mind into the muscle you're working, and you can feel the squeeze. As you squeeze it back, I want you to squeeze it as hard as you can. Kick it back, and think about getting rid of those bye-bye arms. Triceps again. I told you we were target training those arms. So biceps and triceps. Beautiful. Great, Angelique. Perfect.
I'm going to switch.
And always keep that elbow stationary right in place. You can go ahead and switch, and I'm going to go ahead and join you right here. And I'm going to do both arms at the same time. Here's my form. Squeeze it back. As you can see, there's the tricep working. And squeeze. And squeeze it back. See my form here? Knees are bent, abdomen is tight, back is in natural alignment, and this is the muscle I'm working. I want you to see that right there. Squeeze. 3 muscles back there. Those are your triceps. Working and squeeze. You see how my elbow is staying stationary? Perfect. Squeeze it back. And squeeze. Good. And exhale. Breathe. If you're getting tired, go ahead and put these down. And this is what you do. You just put them down and you keep continuing with no weight. And squeeze it back. Keep squeezing that tricep though. Okay, I'm going to go grab mine again. Great. And squeeze it back. And squeeze it back. Keep breathing. If you're having a hard time right now, you know what I want you to do? I want you to march in place. Good. And squeeze. And squeeze, Angelique. How you feeling? You switch those arms? Good. That's what we need. I'm working up a little sweat. And let's move on to our next exercise. Really simple. We're going to do those bicep curls with a twist. Grab your other dumbbell.
Okay.
And we're going to start in that reverse curl position and twist our arms on the way out. Simple. Squeeze. Twist them on the way down. Twist them on the way up. I'm going ahead. I'm twisting my cans, my soup cans. It's so great. It's so easy to do. And we're fitting it in all. I mean, in a 20-minute workout, you're getting a beautiful target training upper body workout in 20 minutes. How many times have you said, I don't have time, I don't have the money? You know what you do? You have the time. Because you know what? Your health is your wealth, and there's nothing more important than that. And squeeze. You see, what I'm doing right now is I'm supinating my hands, and what happens is it shortens the muscle, and you get a nice peak at the top of the bicep. Right there, and squeeze right at the top of the bicep. We lengthen and we squeeze. You get a nice, some men like to call it the peak on the bicep. Women, we like to call it beautifully toned arms. Squeeze, good. Angelique, keep going. Perfect form again. I love it, absolutely beautiful. Working on those biceps, you can see that as she lengthens the bicep and shortens it. And lengthens and shortens it. Lengthen and shorten. And you see the form she has right here? She's got her knees bent, her abdomen is tight, and all she's working, her elbows are right into her side, not moving. They're not coming up like this. She's got perfect form, absolutely perfect form. Beautiful. Those little biceps are hers. I love it. Great toned arms. Very beautiful, very feminine. All right, and I'm going to keep joining you. And you can also, you know what else you can do? I want you to know this. You can also alternate, okay? If one arm's getting tired, here, and then the other. Okay, and then the other. Very slow. Good. And we're going to move on to our next exercise, and that's going to be a squat with a front lateral raise, which is for our shoulders. Are we ready? And begin. Squat. Stay with us. If you are getting tired, you know what I always say. Just march it out. March in place. Okay? We're doing a front raise here. Now, what I want you to see, what I'm doing right here, is a little squat, okay? The squat is working the hips, the thighs, and the butt. And the lateral raise is working the shoulders. And we're working the medial part of our shoulder. That means the middle part. Okay? It's called the medial deltoid. Great. And I'm going to move over to Angelique so you can see her form. Okay, because look at that form again, absolutely perfect. And I want to point that out. So while you're watching, making sure you're having the right form, she's doing a nice, beautiful squat. Her knee is staying over her foot. It's not crossing the toe line. And at the same time, she's doing a beautiful lateral raise. And her hands are not coming above her shoulder line at the same time. We talk about doing lower and upper together. Why? Because you burn more calories and you burn more fat. All right? She's doing a beautiful job. Look at that form. Abdomen is tight, back is in perfect alignment, hips, thighs, and butt are working, and those arms working great. Okay, go ahead and join her. Great. And also, if you want to have a variation of this, I want you to know this. Watch this. You're going to go out to the side. Just like that. Variation. That's simple. And you can also alternate. One forward, one side. One forward, and one side. That's simple. And if you feel like your shoulders are going to fall off right now, I want you to put your cans down, your water bottles, your dumbbells.
I'm going to do that.
That's right. There you go. Angelique's putting them down. Great. We're going to go. Great. We're going to go onto toe raises with our bent knees. All right, Angelique,
Okay.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm going to go ahead and do the harder version. Angelique is going to do the easier version. And I want you to see this form. A lot of times we work on the big meaty part of our calf. This time we're going to work on the lower part right here. We're working on what's called the soleus muscle. Okay? The soleus muscle is the muscle that underlays the big fleshy muscle here on the calf. And it's the only way to hit it is to keep the knees bent and just raising up on the toes. Down and up and keeping the knees bent. There it is. That's beautiful, Angelique. Great form. I'm going to do a little bit more advanced version. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to squat down a little bit harder than Angelique. All right? Just like that. Now, if you're hanging onto a couch and your couch is moving, I would suggest not hanging onto it. This is a little bit more the advanced version. You can see how I'm in more of a squat position. But again, I'm just raising up on my toes. Nothing else is moving. I'm not doing squatting. I'm really working up a sweat today. It's great. It feels so good. I know it feels good for you too. Okay, we're working on the bottom part of our legs. Sorry you can't see them. Here, maybe I should lift this up so you can see it a little bit. Okay. Remember what we're using. We're using body weight as resistance. Okay? And if your legs are starting to burn up here in the quads, if you're doing the ones I'm doing, then go ahead, lift it up, kick them out, and relax, okay? Great.
Now, if my legs are burning here from this position, am I still doing it right?
Absolutely. Of course, because look at the position you're in. You're using those quadriceps a little bit for the balance.
Right.
That balance again.
Balance is for
Go right
everything.
back down. And remember, this is what you're using. You're using your body weight as resistance. So look, this is all your body weight on here. Right, on those quads. Keep breathing. Work it out with us. We're almost there. Great. Angelique, your calves look beautiful.
Yep, I'm working on them.
Yeah, you feeling it? And remember, if you are getting too tired, what I want you to do is stretch it back, stretch that heel into the floor just like this. If it's burning, and I know it is.
It is.
Because if it's burning on me, it's got to be burning on you. Stretch it back into the floor. Push that heel into the floor. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to stretch. Good. Back to calves again. Press. Great. And push. Remember, we're working on the soleus, lower part of the calf, not the big fleshy part, but the other part. Oh, I hear that beautiful cool down music. I know. Because that means cool down and then eat. Come on over, Angelique. Let's do our partner stretching.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and stretch out Angelique first. We're going to stretch her biceps. If you don't have somebody to help you stretch right now, I want you to get against the wall jam in your house, okay? And stretch just like this. Think about putting your arm against the wall and turning away from it. All right, now tricep. Up again, just like that. And this you're going to put up against your wall jam if you don't have somebody to help you out right now. Good. Another side. All right.
That feels good. I'll
Isn't that
take you
good?
over a wallet.
Yeah. All right, here we go.